You need to start choosing your side hustle based on which Evangelion character's mental illness matches your work ethic. Stick to the end to know exactly which specific type of burnout you are destined to suffer from. Let's start with level 1. Asuka Langley Soryu is dropshipping. Asuka is dropshipping because she is flashy, loud, and obsessed with appearing more successful than she actually is. Just like a dropshipper renting a Lamborghini for an ad, Asuka needs constant external validation to feel alive. She screams at you to buy her product, claiming it is the best in the world, even though we all know it is a cheap knockoff from AliExpress. Dropshipping has a fragile ego. It relies entirely on Facebook ads, a fake reality, to function. The moment the algorithm changes or your ad account gets banned, the entire business model has a mental breakdown and crashes, leaving you curled up in a bathtub of unsold inventory. Choose this if you have main character syndrome and enjoy high-risk gambling. Level 2. Rei Ayanami as AI automation agencies. Rei represents the AI agency because she is scalable, emotionless, and literally capable of being cloned 1,000 times. You don't need a personality to run an AI agency, you just need to execute the prompt. Just as Gendo uses Rei to execute his scenarios without asking questions, you use ChatGPT and Midjourney to churn out thousands of blog posts and emails that feel technically correct but completely soulless. Rei doesn't complain about working overtime, and neither does your Python script. It is the perfect business for people who want to remove the human element from humanity entirely. Choose this if you prefer talking to bots more than real people. Level 3. Misato Katsuragi as freelancing. Misato represents the freelancer because she is chaotic, messy, drinks to cope with the stress, but somehow pulls off a miracle at the very last second. Her apartment is a disaster zone of beer cans, just like your inbox is a disaster zone of unread client revision requests. Misato lives paycheck to paycheck, or mission to mission. She has no scalable systems, just pure grit and tactical brilliance. She drives a beat-up car and works terrible hours, but she is the only one with actual field experience. Choose this if you enjoy the thrill of the feast or famine cycle and want to trade your sleep for freedom. Level 4. Ritsuko Akagi as SaaS. Ritsuko represents software as a service because she is professional, wears a lab coat, and hides a deep complexity behind a cold, logical interface. Building a SaaS requires high intelligence and strict adherence to the rules. You are building the Magi system, a recurring revenue machine that prints money if you can keep the bugs out. But just like Ritsuko, a SaaS business is often in a toxic relationship with a superior power, in this case venture capitalists or cloud server costs. It looks clean and scientific on the outside, but the back end is a tangled mess of spaghetti code and emotional baggage. Choose this if you are a control freak who loves logic more than happiness. Level 5. Maya Ibuki as user-generated content. Maya represents UGC creators because she is helpful, aesthetic, and relentlessly positive while the world burns around her. Maya doesn't pilot the robot, she supports the big players. Similarly, UGC creators don't build the brands, they just make cute, aesthetic videos for the companies that do. She is trendy, she loves a clean desk setup, and she is terrified of conflict. She just wants to type on her clicky keyboard and make sure the synchronization ratio, or engagement rate, is high. Choose this if you want to be part of the tech world, but prefer making aesthetic TikToks over actually writing code. Level 6. Hikari Horaki as print on demand. Hikari, the class representative, is print on demand. She is the safe, responsible choice. She brings a packed lunch. She doesn't take risks. With print on demand, you aren't buying inventory or learning code. You are just following the rules and selling t-shirts on Etsy. It is slow, it is reliable, and it is incredibly boring. While Asuka is going bankrupt and Misato is having a crisis, Hikari is making a steady, modest income selling mugs to grandmothers. Choose this if you are risk-averse and just want a normal life. Level 7. Yui Ikari as Amazon FBA. This is the dark truth of e-commerce. Yui Ikari isn't a business owner. She is the platform itself. She was absorbed into Unit 01 and became the environment. When you sell on Amazon FBA, you are getting absorbed into Jeff Bezos' machine. You do not own your customers. You do not own your brand. You are simply a battery powering the absolute Eva unit that is Amazon. Yui protects Shinji, and Amazon provides you with traffic. But the moment you try to leave or act independently, the system goes berserk and eats you alive. You are trapped inside the beast. So choose your fighter. Do you want the fragile hype beast, the soulless robot, the chaotic hustler, the cold scientist, the aesthetic creator, the safe class rep, or the prisoner of the platform? Just remember, no matter which model you pick, you still have to pay taxes.